is Kimberly. I moved out here from Oregon to New York about 3 years ago. 3 years ago, and let me tell you just a little bit about myself. I'm a starting actor, musician, dancer, comedian, artist. So I literally survive off of gigs, gig economy, and busking. And for those who don't know, busking is playing an instrument and singing or doing some sort of performance arts in a public space for tips. One morning I'm playing in the Bronx, and there's this fella that comes up to me after one of my songs, and he says, "Hey, I like that. I like that quite a bit. Do you write your own lyrics?" And I said, "Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do." And meanwhile, he's smoking his Newports, and I noticed I've seen him before, and he seems to enjoy his morning routine of smoking and drinking his Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And I noticed he's kind of giving me like intense eye contact, and I'm like, "Where's this going?" Like maybe he's gonna ask like something else about music, or maybe he's gonna ask for my Instagram handle, because sometimes like that's about as far as the conversation goes. There was no bone in my body that would have been able to anticipate what he asked me next. He goes, "You believe in God?" And I was like, "Yes, yeah." And then he goes, and it was like this intense eye contact the entire time. And he goes, "Good." Because he's the way, the life, and the truth. And bro, I just stood there stunned and amazed. I had no comeback. I had no idea. Usually I'm pretty good at being able to like quickly work on my feet or say something like right there and then with the person that like fits the situation, but like there was nothing coming to me. I had no comeback because bro literally went from 0 to 100 on me real quick. And I didn't know if this was like the soft approach initiation into the Illuminati, like in a masqueraded format, or if it was like an aggressive approach of the second coming and the Antichrist. I had no idea. This city is full of moments of people coming up to you, sharing information that they feel it is their duty to share with you, and then quickly departing. And then you wonder if it even happened at all, because people say things quickly, people buy things quickly, people get on and off the trains here quickly. It's just a fast-paced city. As part of the reason I moved here, though, was for the stimulation, for the entertainment, for the material, to be honest with you, because it's the best. You're never bored in New York City. It's just never a dull moment. There's this other time where I'm getting a cup of coffee in the Starbucks. I see this beautiful woman who has long blonde hair down to her lower back. And I've never really seen blonde hair like that before. Like maybe a little bit because my stepmom actually does have Dutch or like Icelandic roots. And then the woman at the Starbucks though, she kind of like turns to the side, and I see her profile, and she has like stunning, gorgeous blue eyes, and I was like, wow. I was like, "Hey, you're like really beautiful." I was like, "Your hair is so beautiful." I loved her blonde hair. It was like all the way down to her back, and it was well taken care of and everything. And I admired it, so I let her know. And that day, for context, I was wearing a low-cut white formal dress. And she smiles deeply at me, and you can tell she appreciates the compliment. And in the thickest accent I've ever heard, I swear, she said, "Nice breasts." And for like half of a second, like a torturous millisecond, I thought, dang, is this girl like into me? Are these Dutch girls just really forward? And I was about to be like, "Hey, like, oh, what's up? Welcome to New York City. My name's Kimberly." And all that. I was like, am I about to like get lucky in a Starbucks? And no, none of that. No. She gives me like context clues with her eye contact and her body language, and I realized immediately after registering and processing that she had complimented my dress. She said, "Nice dress." So that's another reason I love this city, is because there's people from all over the world here, and it's a melting pot, truly, with 8.7 million people, and it's maybe 9 million people that we're at now. But it's truly a fantastic city that just keeps you on your toes, and it's the best. So this last story is perhaps the most crazy and potentially dangerous story. Like I said, I play my guitar in Union Square or other big locations in order to make money. And this spot is great because tourists show up in Union Square. Tourists generally have cash on hand, and tourists are generally fascinated by street performers. So I'm coming up out of the subway stairs, and I see a man immediately catches my eye who has his shirt off. He's jacked like Rambo, and he's got the belt on, and he's got a pair of boxing gloves that he's wearing, and then he's sporting a pair wrapped around his waist. So he's ready to go for, I think, the apocalypse, or Sylvester Stallone's gonna come out of nowhere, like, something. He's ready to go, and he does this like fake lunge punch at me, and like I like go ha ha, funny, thank you, funny, go on. And I'm coming up out of the stairs. That's already happening before I even like kind of get out of the stairway, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I just shake it off. That's just the city for you. I go over to my spot. I'm gonna pull up my guitar, and without even thinking about it, I grab this chair that is like this flimsy little Union Square red chair. I don't even think about it, and I just set my guitar on it, start setting up and getting into the headspace to perform. Lo and behold, I hear an angry shout from behind me. Hey, if you don't give me back my chair, I'm gonna smash your guitar. And I look behind me, and I see homeboy charging at me like an 18th century matador. And instead of a sword and a cape, all I have is my guitar and this flimsy red chair by your very own Union Square. And I grapple as much authority as I can in my 5'4" petite white girl body, and I say, hey, you can't talk to me like that. You can smash me in between my legs where the sun don't shine, but you can't smash my guitar. Thank you so much, New York. Have a great evening. My name's Kimberly.